Oh, amigos, AFCON Cup Final. Okay, we got the room number. Three eight three seven. 9016. Best of 3 10-minute game. Okay. I think there are some changes. Yeah, I think it will be both penalties and extra time on. మ్యాచ్ ఆడుతున్నా. అలాగే. వెళ్ళిపోను. Not 49 dots. Right. Not check, man. Okay, 10 minutes. ET on. Penalties off. Okay. I think won't be a problem. Or will it end in a draw match? Restart. Okay.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game.
Yo, Abhishek, welcome. Warren Chant, welcome.
This is Peter Drury, and I
Like we made a mistake at the beginning.
has joined me to offer his expertise. And that's it.
So I think Gula will change the settings. This is one easy way to obtain line rewards. Okay, I think now standard 10-minute off, on. Uniform rating. Okay, good to go, I guess. All the best. Thanks, man. Thanks for Enchant. Yo, Fearless, welcome to the stream. Thanks, man. Every post. ब्रांड चांद जाके पैकिंग कर ले.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening.
Oh, he's coming to Bangalore.
Of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And seated in the experts' hot seat is our man, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he gets
Straight.
in a hurry. Picked out brilliantly.
Wow, lucky.
It's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Kosunu kept his eye on it, and he's there. He is through here. And the ball is out of play. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away.
Too
That's
much
the keeper's
space,
ball.
man.
So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who
What?
really seems to have found his place. He's been described
defender was
as
able
a
to
complete midfielder
held off my centre
with
forward.
physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zaha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good spread. Kessié. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Ahmad. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Ahmad. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ivory Coast are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Kosunu. Kessié. Now Kosunu. Nicely shaped ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half an hour played now. Now it's Samata. Looking for the run. The ball goes in.
Nice pass.
Distributed tidily. Ahmad. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's picked out the run. It's a threatening ball. And he's away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Good running, strong and purposeful. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Over to the left. And it's Fofana. He's found the way through. That's a super give and go. Now it's Kessié. This looks promising. No way through, so back it comes. He's made sure that's not getting through.
Zaha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good take in a good area. Here comes the cross. And he's there to clear it. And the half-time whistle goes. We go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second.
Shoots! And he kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And it's made its way to him. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ahmad.
Das cancel fail.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it into space. A lot of... chance! He scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Ivory Coast have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second
Okay.
half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Kessier. Now, it's got space here. He's in plenty of space here. He's onside. Kosunu gets a foot in here. Gets into some space. So we've reached the hour mark. He has a look up. Fofana.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Samata, and here's the chance to counter. There's the shot!
Give away.
Equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's picked his way through, thinks about the shot. So what can they make of this? It's a good run down the left-hand side.
That was lovely, that.
Zaha tries looking up for options on the left.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as steal.
Ivory Coast go in search of a late winner. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, this looks sharp. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Fofana. Kessier. He's in a good position here. He's having shots. Now, who's going to be first?
Penalty.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Ivory Coast have been handed a game-changing chance. The ball is on the spot. Here we go.
Should I hide the screen? Unlucky, man. You went the right direction.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Ivory Coast take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Samata. And that should get the job done. Fofana.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's in a great position here. He's got away. Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's been on the finish! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in the...
Shall I create the room? Okay, then we'll just abandon the match and then I create the room. I'm fine with any bro. No worries. Okay, then we'll continue with this one. Okay, we can restart. Okay, we'll just restart then.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Name's Peter Turi, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of it.
Injuries off, extra time on, penalties on. Sub should be on or off. I'm keeping it on. Mm. Double three. Okay, let's go, guys. Second match of final. Didn't you win the match? Why play again? It's best of 3. Game is not over yet. Africa.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Shot, surely! And the assistant referee
Nice save from the
has
keeper.
released for offside. Oh, that's fabulous. This looks promising. He's had it. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's made its way to him. And that's a good ball. Charge for...
You gave away, man.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Shapes to shoot! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hey,
That is good pressure,
Jeffrey.
just hounded him off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Samata. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He plays one through. It's a promising position. He is through here. Aimed in towards the centre.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
What a pass,
Played
man.
right into his path. He's got away.
He wasted it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? Diallo is carrying after that one. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Ivory Coast are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Not the most convincing of passes. That's a good-looking ball. And he was quick to react. Now it's Samata. Tries it, chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's very neat. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mistake.
Good, it's time to go red.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? This is the time you need that pace.
Pass isn't the best. Over to the left. Oh, that's neat. He's in a great position here. Fofana. Aim forwards. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And they can counter here. Driving on and making good progress. And he plays one through. He's found a way through.
Almost.
Oh, that's a key interception. Fofana. Once more, he proves rigid and robust. Gets good distance on it. And Kessier. Fofana. Now, can they get him away?
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's picked it up out wide. Kosunu gets across to intercept that. Fofana. It's a good run down the right.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Opts to chance. Kosunu attempts a clearance. That's going up front in a hurry. Kessier. Now Kosunu. Kessier. And they win it back again. Tries to pass it through. That looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
What's up?
In the second quarter of the game. They've played it short. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kosunu. Ivory Coast still have the cards to affect this game. Out towards the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Samata. Gets into some space. That's tidy. Now this takes a shot! Looked like 3-0 for sure.
His movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Diallo battling down that right flank. This looks promising. Samata.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Will play through for the wide man. He has found a way through. He's in a great position here. So much time and space here. He rises! He should have put that one away. And it's Fofana. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Corner number 2 then. It's really well cleared. Samata.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Passing nice and neat. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And time is up.
Okay guys, we lost this match and now it's final.
Irresistible, unstoppable.
Final of best
The
of
other
3.
fragile and seemingly clueless.
Okay, let's go guys. Arre. I think there was a strict drift in mine. Okay, you did not select. Good. Speed, acceleration. Okay, let's keep this guy. Finishing 76. Just paint super sub also. Chop Thomas it on. Okay.
Welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Come on,
Got underway
shoulder
here
charge
pretty
there.
promptly. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot!
Wow, lucky, we
That's
got
just playing
lucky.
it safe and simple.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Out towards the flank. Now it's Kessier. Diallo could try cutting inside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ivory Coast do have a chance to counter here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zaha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Fofana. And here's Zaha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Come on.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. It's going in strongly.
Kessié. Nicely weighted ball. That's tidy. Kessié. And this is Zaha.
Ivory Coast are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Samata.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. So what can they make of this? In with the challenge. Pass back. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. This looks promising. Guessons, he is through here. And the whistle drops.
Offside, come on.
Just eases him off the ball. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Played through for him. And that should get the job done.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Zaha. Oh, played right into his path. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that's well seen too. Ahmad. And they win it back again. Samata. Chance here to counter. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Fofana. And the whistle goes for half-time. Shortage of industry or intent up bar, or inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Ivory Coast really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, what about a counter-attack? And now they can clear their lines. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaha chasing after it. Ivory Coast, still this... Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to
Pass.
be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the counter is on. Get hounded, really hounded. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kosunu moved on forwards. Kessier. Vicious ball here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found a way through. Played back. He's a sharp little ball here. That's good play. Ahmad gets a good foot in there. Gets into some space. Now this could be a chance. Very nicely done. Oh, that's fabulous. Backward it goes. Decent chance! In he goes again. Just cruising. Then cruising. And then cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Wow.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Into the last quarter of an hour. Kosunu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's being shifted off it. Ahmad. And they can counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward, that's a lovely pass. Ivory Coast have it back and can go again. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Ahmad. Diallo purring through the gears. Short changes him with that pass. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Samata. He's picked his way through. Chance for shots! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Congrats, Gullu.
Ivory Coast cannot spin this any other way.
Well
They
played.
came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Ivory Coast desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
GG's, man. GG's. Well played. Those two games totally dominated. Okay, guys, with this, I'm going to end the F1. Tanzania, the champion, Gullu. Da, 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 da. Okay, guys, now let's jump into the free spins. I think we should collect the line rewards. No luck here. One more free spin. Hope we get Alonso. We already received. AI match. Yeah, GG's man. You played well in the last 2 games. No chance for me. Vijay. So many Indians. Are you spamming the fake shot thing? Yeah, I did. I mean, not spamming, but in the first match, I tried to do that fake shot thing. I think I did not use in the later matches, but yeah, in the first match, I tried to do that fake shot thing. You know, we are doing it wrong. When executed correctly, it was very OP but not very consistent. Ah, is it? What is going wrong? I mean, you mean the situation or just the sequence of commands?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. As you can see, we've already started here.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long. If
I don't know
allowed to,
why
of
it
course.
was laggy
But if he
when we
starts
play
beating
with
people,
a
getting
Indian
balls
player
into the
like
box
Vijay.
consistently, I can only see
It
one
should be
winner.
smooth.
He does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Ronaldo.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Azar. Rashford. Up Jisung. Vision.
Chiellini.
Super find. And this is Lewandowski. Crosses it in. Chouameni. And it's from Mario. Well, played right into his path. Ronaldo gets into some space. Oh, nice touch. And it's Tonali. Rashford. Foot in. Germany, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Tonali. Chiellini.
And what was this passing?
Probing pass. It's beautifully weighted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Running strong and purposeful. Now it's Rashford. Oh, he's burst through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That has not gone well.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Okay, he was using the free Rashford.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
We're doing it wrong.
Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Howson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's one in. Fiore. Can he get onto this? It's out for a goal kick.
I will send you a video later. Sure.
Good looking ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Stood up well to him there. Germany ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Tries to pass it through. It's Lewandowski. Oh, Manchester United! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's really well manoeuvred. Nice sequence of passes this. Pass somewhat off target.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kunde, Fiore, and Kunde.
By the way, do you guys find passing different or the same thing before and after the update? I think it gone worse.
Gonzalez. Scholes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. It's goal.
Aha. Pulse.
Ball level in price.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Germany grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Scholes. Here's a man at Dortmund. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Germany will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway.
Germany have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Tries to play it through. He's away. Now can he...
Whoa, what a save.
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Germany with the corner. They're first. Romario. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Tonali. That's a dangerous ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Let's go. What a finish. What a pass from Romario.
Sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Germany go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or
Sometimes passing
will they
feels
get another?
so good and sometimes it's
It's
too
the
bad.
sort of situation that they'll want to
I think there is
capitalize on
something
now.
Great ball if you
related
can
to
get there.
stats or something
Incentive set and incentive
about
met.
posture,
Now they've got to take it on
etc.
another level.
Scholes looking to play him in. It's a decent chance.
Magnificent pass.
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly
I
in control.
think they made
There was no
Uh,
getting to that. No getting
I don't
to it
know
at all.
what exactly.
Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that.
I think
so
some skill or stat is much more
Well, that's
influential
changed
for
the
passing.
dynamics somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Romario.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good.
Picked out brilliantly. And that's played in low.
Oh, how
That
cross
was
missed
weird.
everyone is
360-degree
an absolute
pass.
mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Red Scholes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is masterful defence.
What happened?
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Penalty.
Germany have themselves a chance.
Let's
from
go
the
for
spot.
Paneka.
So this extend their lead. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Nah, I don't want witches.
what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defenses will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and the source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Scholes. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rijkaard. Up Isum. And that interception was most necessary. This is Ronaldo. Doku. Oh, super. Can he finish? And it's Tonali. Tonali, who's just a little bit too strong. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Real chance here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Opts for safety. Mighty looking ball, that. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Still goalless at the moment. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Donatoni. Scholes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Doku. He's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that's been intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo. He can get that clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Doku. And he's in on goal. Chance for...
Let's go.
Germany! The breakthrough strike. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar, driving forward. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Okay, let's time to finish this guy.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Romario. Defence opting here for strength in numbers. Lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. Traumeri. And this is Romario. Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No outsmarting him this time. Tonali. That is a great pick out. Neymar.
Oh.
Come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's the shot! That is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
This one.
It's the whistle then to start the second half.
Germany are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Traumeri. Chiellini. Romario. And it's Romario. Pass isn't the best. It's the crossfield ball. It's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti. Here's Traumeri. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read. And it's Tonali. Now it's Romario. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out.
Come on,
to him.
Doku.
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
This is Owen. Germany needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Van Bouten defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Doku. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Scholes. Look at the space here. Now it's Doku. So much time and space here. Goes for a shot. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, Germany! That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Germany take the lead. Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The chance.
Vamos, vamos.
This is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the lead now is 2.
The passing of this guy, Paul Scholes, is so good now.
Unstopped. Shoots and shoots. Idiots again. It's there. The lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Germany grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Whistle
Penalty.
and the referee has given a penalty. Germany have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead.
Oh, come on, man.
That's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Germany with the corner. They're first. This time, surely! And now they can spring out of defence. Howson gets across to intercept that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's away! Shot could be on. Romario! And Tito! No mistake! Looking wide, he's being urged to shoot.
Ah,
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Beckenbauer. Zanetti. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, split-second reaction.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared without hesitation. The shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Park Ji-sung actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well seen, saw that coming. Chiellini cuts out the pass. 4 extra minutes added on. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's got away. And that is it. The referee had seen enough. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Tonali picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.